European Championships, and at the last World Cup he oversaw
Mustafa
Argentina
da
shocking by
bilgisi
Saudi
geldi.
Arabia, for which it's fair to say they recovered rather well. VAR is from Germany. He is Bastian Danker, to find refereeing in his own right. Well, after a near flawless semi-final display in Dallas, it is little surprise that the Spanish team is unaltered today. Goal-scoring fullback Pedro Porro was feeling the pace late on against France, but he is fine. The metronomic Fabian Ruiz wins his 50th cap alongside captain Rodri. Lamine Yamal, remember, has won all 12 senior tournament games in which he has started. Mikel Oyarzabal has 5 goals in the competition, one more, and he sets a new Spanish record. With a day's less rest and off an emotionally draining date with the English, Argentina nevertheless picked from a fully fit squad. Gonzalo Montiel, he had the winning penalty in Qatar, is preferred at fullback to Nahuel Molina. And in midfield, Rodrigo de Paul, Messi's minder, and Nico Gonzalez for his first World Cup start, come in for Simeone and Paredes. Messi himself becomes the first man to captain any nation in 3 World Cup finals.
कहाँको त्यो जर्सी हो नि कि तैँले उता घर आएको देखाएन तैँले उता घर आएको देखाएको अनि यहाँ नभए त्यो उता घर आए पनि छैन यहाँ नभए कहाँ हुन्छ त कि मैले लाएर अरू कहाँ राख्छु मैले लाएर अरू कहाँ राख्छु उता घर आएर देखाएन भने यहाँ हो कहाँ हुन्छ त नि कहाँ कहाँ हेरिस्
त्यहाँ घरमा नि हेरेँ टेबलमा नि हेरेँ फ्रिजमा नि हेरेँ बिल्डिङमा नि हेरेँ
कहाँ हो त
The day a planet stops for a game, for every nation, for 2 nations. 9 o'clock at the end of a steaming hot Sunday in Madrid. 4 o'clock on a dark winter's afternoon in Buenos Aires. 3 o'clock on an idyllic day by the banks of the Hudson River, where New Jersey meets New York. Match 104, the final of the 23rd World Cup. Spain for their 2nd star. Argentina to defend their trophy with all their might. Alan Smith, what are you thinking?
I'm just thinking, in one way, it's like any other football match. Individually, you want to get off to a nice, solid start. When you get a chance to touch the ball, you want that to be true. And just work your way into this football match, gain some confidence.
Pedro Porro, who sealed the semi-final for Spain against France. The cherry on the top of an immaculate performance in Dallas the other day.
Yeah, in fact, it is an unchanged lineup. Tells you everything you need to know about what De La Fuente thought of that performance.
And for Cucurella, now Baina, who has broken through as an international star at this competition. Snatched back by Nico Gonzalez, who draws the first foul. And we hear the first whistle of Slavko Vincic.
Yeah, Nico Gonzalez coming in from Fulton. There's an interesting one that he did ever so well when he came on, Gonzalez against England.
मैले कपडाहरू धुवा छैन धुवा पनि छैन धुना पनि छैन
Martinez here, Romero in the formidable at the heart of the Argentine defence. Tagliafico from left back. Julian Alvarez. So Fernandez, what a wonder strike from him against England in Atlanta at a point when it seemed the English might hang on. Martinez, the outstanding goalkeeper of the last World Cup, the hero of a penalty shootout in Qatar, which will live forever in Argentine memories. Are we to have another final like that goes right to the wire?
Be interesting whether Argentina could compete with Spain for possession of the football. Should averaged about 64% in this World Cup so far, but Argentina seeing a fair bit of the ball at the moment.
Martinez, Tagliafico. There's a reach of Alexis McAllister. We've got his crucial strike, of course, in the quarter-final against Switzerland. Argentina's approach to this final has been, by comparison with Spain's roller coaster. Really, none of their knockout games has been a straightforward exercise, far from it. There's a collision on the halfway line. Baena has gone to ground under pressure from Montiel.
Yeah, Baena feeling that this is a yellow card. Took the chance there, the fullback.
Joel Montiel starting his first game of this competition since the opening day. The man, of course, who famously had the final kick at the last World Cup final. Dani Olmo, oh, lovely feet from him. Aimed in towards Olmo, and now Yamal! And Emi Martinez left a foot behind to make the save.
Well, as soon as Jamal gets the ball, there's three shirts going towards him, and that frees up a little bit of space just behind, which Jamal sprints into. Good fortune there for Argentina.
Oh, Rodrigo de Paul has let it get away. Rodri. Yamal. Very important block by Lisandro Martinez. Spain first to get their teeth into it, but Argentina can break. And Messi's on his way here. And Unai Simon judged his dash off his line to perfection.
Yeah, I mean, he was way out to goal. He started way out of goal. Really something they've been talking about. It's happened a few times in this tournament. Unai Simon's starting position, but he had to get the ball. If he'd have caught Messi, he was off the pitch, the keeper. So red card.
Amma कसम मलाई त्यो जर्सी कहाँ हाल्दा थाहा छैन
Portugal centre half. Line left and wide.
कस्तो मेरो दिमाग कस्तो हो त एकदम
Rodri.
मैले उता घर हात छोडाएको छैन रे अनि फेरि यता गर्छु
Who woke up this morning with the possibility of lifting the World Cup trophy as only for Spain Andres Iniesta has before him.
They don't tend to press high as a team, Argentina. And wait till the ball comes into that midfield where they will be aggressive. They get half a chance.
Al Kupasi, what a breakthrough tournament for him as well. One of two teenagers in this Spanish team. Rodri with an energetic burst. Montiel got some of it. Cucurella took it back. Dani Olmo. Nacho Porro. Return from Porro, who couldn't keep his feet and who gets nothing from the referee.
A little unluckily, perhaps. Scored that wonderful goal after 1-2 with Dani Olmo against France. McAllister just catching him.
Kubasi.
So clever, Holman.
Was pass seen by DePaul. Alistair has time to turn, but he's caught on it by Rodri.
Good,
He's
he's a
had a
fun
very
filler.
hungry start to the game. Oyarzabal.
Sto 11 scusa,
Well, this was the breakaway. It's a loose touch there. Too far out the keeper starts, and he needed to as well. He's half a yard from getting a touch here. Neymar moment. Sandro Martinez certainly relieved, as was Martinez.
Kubasi. Rodri. Played by Fabian Ruiz, who is such a correct, such an immaculate footballer that moments like that are quite jarring. He was part of a PSG team which lost the Club World Cup final on this ground last summer. Infantino alongside the President of the United States, Donald Trump. His first game of the tournament is the last game of the tournament.
तो अस्ति अस्तिको दिनमा बिहान नानीको
By Martinez, taken down by Gonzalez, snatched away by Porro.
The game falling into a pattern, the kind that we thought might develop with Spain having most of the ball, doing most of the pushing and probing, with Argentina looking for those counters.
Spain in the majority of the games have had 60% of the ball or more. The semi-final against France, as Alan implies, was the first game really where they had to share it, more or less 50-50. Laporte, to Correa. Montiel. Porro, it's an interesting looking ball. Now looking to connect with it. Correa always behind him by way of support. And it's for Rodri. Fabian Ruiz, beyond to Oyarzabal, and flipped away and shaped nervously by Martinez for a Spanish corner.
Yep, defending at times for Argentina has been nervous. It's encouragement there for Spain.
That's why has come over from left to right to deliver. With outswing, although had it stolen off his toe, but he has it back. Lamal. Line up. Well, just the one goal personally over the course of the competition to this date, which is no sort of reflection on his impact broadly to the Spanish team. As mentioned, he and Tripasi here, the two teenagers in the 11. Until today, only 3 teenagers had played in the World Cup final ever before. Bergami for Italy in 1982, sandwiched by the great of yesteryear, Pelé back in 58, and the great of the current generation, Kylian Mbappe in 2018.
Yeah, I think it has developed into more of a young man's game. You see more teenagers throughout the domestic leagues getting into those first teams, making an impression, having a reputation. Certainly Yamal's done that.
Yeah, trottio kusamalı.
Towards Olafava.
Ayo.
Team has insisted on winning it. Laporte is there again. Correa has a moment. Porro. Let it bounce away. Entry has it back.
Spend the top 8
Porro
very
caught on
much.
it. And then Olmo caught by McAllister.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a wild one, this from Alexis McAllister. Came in with some force from the distance. And those studs are fairly low, but
Cái bài
it's
đầu
not the
tiên
best of challenges, is it? Not the best at all.
đang từ dần là cái
He's keeping his card to himself for now. Dani Olmo perhaps politely querying that decision.
He was
Fuente, for a relatively calm man, quite animated. Well, Sterling amongst the many superstars from stage and screen. Pharrell Williams also amongst the VIPs today.
anh bảo nó pink color được lá ba tôi được
We're quarter of an hour in, Alan, and Lionel Messi has touched the ball once, and that was kick-off.
It was a good one, though. Probably ominous signs for Spain, that.
Tagliafico. There we go. In touch it again now. When he does, he gets tipped over. And I should say that it's not a disrespectful observation, that of Lionel Messi, at all, because as Alan rightly indicates, when he's hiding and uninvolved, sometimes that's when he's at his most dangerous.
Isn't a great challenge for Bayern, that leading with the forearm.
Trigo de Paul has the free kick. Martinez is advanced. Romero is advanced also from centre half. Paul sitting. Just an eye into too much on it for Gonzalez to reel it in.
Whether he would have been offside anyway, the Spain defenders thought so.
Porro, something for Yamal to pursue. Oh, it's a beautiful first touch. It's gorgeous. He's worried Tagliafico by Yamal and wrapped up by Emi Martinez.
Yeah, Argentina have avoided this kind of 1v1. They've got support to Tagliafico, but he's on his own here, the left back, and it's never going to be easy.
Wary of Alvarez. Routed out by Simon. who has been outstanding, of course. Spain have yielded relatively few shots over the course of the tournament, but that is not to say that he hasn't, at key moments, made some really important saves. And still beaten just once by Charles de Ketelaere of Belgium. Well, Pari's in trouble here, and did very well to dig himself out of it. Lamal biting in. Tanya Fico getting involved as well.
Yeah, fourth official rushing onto the pitch, making sure there's no coming
छोड़ दे तो
together
तीन
here.
घुमाया छोड़ दे घुमाएर छोड़ दे क्या कति में लगा रहा एक वाला
Laporte. Ruiz. Correa. Laporte. Line up. Squeezed off the field of play by Christian Romero.
It won't take much for this contest to ignite, you feel. There's a little edge to it already.
There's a potential tinderbox of a game. It will only need a spark. Fernandes is feeding it.
Not seeing that at all.
Matt Damon, another amongst the cast of stars who had to have a front row ticket for the World Cup final in New York, New Jersey. What a sight that is, and how much responsibility Lionel Scaloni must feel for that vast Argentine choir. Well, of course, that he hasn't already delivered in spades for them. Or holding off Alvarez. That's a good win by McAllister. Hit back by Lamal. Exchanging with Olmo. Sandro Martinez stepped in. Messi got a piece of it. Rodrigo de Paul.
Yeah, I think Argentina might feel they've got to be a bit more aggressive to nick the ball off Spain because they're having to do a lot of chasing.
It's bounced back into play towards Oyarzabal. He saw a flag. Forward by Fernandes. Set back for Messi, who has a little bit of space and the ball for the first time.
Mas तो टॉस मिल्छ भने के
Didn't gather it, and in fact was offside.
So you want to get that unit up the pitch, Argentina, and play more football like that in Spain's half.
Olmo kept on it by Lisandro Martinez. There's Fernandes. Here's the Paul.
प्रेस हानेको
By Rodri. There was no foul against Oyarzabal. Just became academic. entry. Correa's made a run. Miners look to find him. Correa has won a corner.
मौली का दर
Just
है
on the edge of offside, but flag didn't go up. Well timed run. Doesn't so well. That's just Pedro Porro on the other side. They've been a real threat, those two fullbacks for Spain.
And again, Viner here will be the taker, this time with right-footed in-swing. Port amongst the candidates to meet him. In by Viner. Not a problem for Emi Martinez. Sancho Martinez, Tagliafico. Fabio trying to snatch it back.
Right.
Messi coming away with it. Pedri catching him up. And the referee bringing it all back.
That's classic Messi, middle of the park. First touch, taking it away from his man. It was going to be difficult getting goal side again unless you foul. But he'll certainly be hoping to see a little bit more of that football.
As we reach the first hydration break, first quarter of the game has been a cagey affair, and it remains Spain 0, Argentina 0.
उसको बाहर ही है अनिता हेर्नु अनिता भी हेर्नु
He's heading for the goal now. Whoa! That's stylish as it gets. He's through it out. What a brilliant finish!
Proton EMAS 5. The new TVS NTORQ 125 Race XP. Play smart.
Real fruits mathematical, real juice, cheat code, real swap. Can you do this?
Cheesy, spicy, lemony bites, quick flavor, some mood alive.
Twix. Taste the flavors of the world.
Oh, what a goal! The whole stadium is on its feet. There is no better feeling than all of them. Feel it all with Coca-Cola.
स्वाद जसले सम्बन्ध गाँच्छ ज्ञान मसला
He's out the bike. Big proof and he's such a good one.
The new TVS NTORQ 125 Race XP. Play smart.
Now that's a brilliant decision. Slipped through beautifully. Oh, he's in trouble now. He's gone for it. What a goal!
No better feeling than all of them. Feel it all with Coca-Cola.
Paul Bale not playing today.
It's just a galaxy, isn't it? Robbie Williams, the uninitiated, a supporter of a small club in the English Potteries called Port Vale. She loves as much as life itself.
So तेरे परिचय क्या होगा मिठू
Lisandro Martinez, aimed at Alvarez, good leap from Kubasi, one back by
Alvarez the door here.
Feline
Ano sila?
tackle.
अब ये बात समझ actually mistake कर रहा
Watch out about that.
बढ्न कारण छोड दे अरे अरे
I'm block.
Oh, that's the back pass from Kubasi. Simon was
कहाँ भयो त म त्यो दिन म 5-6 बजीसम्म
Those two
त्यही
halves.
त्यही जर्सी लगाएर भिडियो बनाउँदै बसेँ
It's because
त्यसपछि म त्यही जर्सी लगाएर सुत्यो
Messi drops off.
कहाँ गयो त
Martinez will drift over to the left. Sometimes they won't have anybody to mark. And calls on your concentration.
Team
in those
उदय गर
circumstances. There's a bit of a lack of concentration
उदय गर
there from the teenager.
मलाई याद आयो अहिले यो जति डरा त्यो
डरामा
Making the point that he thought
डरामा होइन
Argentina
त्यही
got away with
रुममै
too many challenges like that.
जान्दैन
पकाइले आफ्नोमा
Rodri. Kubasi.
म्याच हेरेको छैन
Ruiz. Morrow. Kept chasing it down. De Paul or Cucurella stolen. Then had it stolen back by Enzo Fernandez. He went long and direct. Big knockout goals from him against Egypt and England on behalf of Scaloni. Right now, Argentina in a sequence of 14 straight wins.
Whoa, what is that? Pedro Porro.
Cucurella tied it up, and Cucurella can march forward. Line up. Rodri, Ruiz, Lamar. Gonzalez helping out his fullback, Lamar rolling it in towards Olmo, nice thought. In all of the 27 games he started for Spain, he has won every tournament game he has started for Spain.
जे भने नि
Morrow. Tight spot here. Paul has helped him out of it to some extent. Cialoni found Cucurella. And Rodri. Ruiz. Liner. Romero was where he needed to be.
Yeah, having beaten his man. Disappointing cross that from Bona.
Morrow with Farbal. By Taliafico. Quickly forward by Martinez. Alvarez. Fernandez. McAllister. Sandro Martinez again. Fico. McAllister was rolled over.
10 नम्बर 20 को नाम लेकर स्टार्ट हो
Your shirt
और
tucked in
ये
rugby.
तो क्रिकेट का ये ना इतना टाला
So
तारो उठते हैं ना
indeed.
वो ये
And
भी
it
रास्ते
is
से
split indeed.
ये नहीं चाहे बच्चे लोग बहुत
Argentina have another offensive set piece for which Romero has strutted forward. Paul and Messi either side of the dead
그러니까
ball.
여름에 집에 오던 건 없는데.
Messi. Drag and run away from him by Ruiz. They'd have enjoyed that. Porro
Quello.
by retreating Alvarez.
Perché diventano io.
Porro. Rodri.
되나.
Hort. Correa. Switched away by Romero, and as perhaps a few had anticipated, the flag is up anyway with Spencer Barker Correa.
Even so, they sit off Argentina. They don't go out the way to get quickly to the ball. It's very close indeed. It looked on, but the technology maybe told us otherwise. But yet, it's a dangerous game they're playing, Argentina.
Gonzalez. He had to be strong. 1 against 2. He's got the decision.
Back to his best. Rodri, we wonder what that bad injury would do to him, but he's clawed his way back to the heights of where he was before.
Porro, that's an adventurous ball. Picked up by Romero. It's Tagliafico. Hernandez nearly lost it. He did lose it to Dani Olmo. Correa, oh, that's a smart touch as well. That's a sharp retrieval and a very necessary one from Rodrigo de Paul.
To depend on this defensive shape and backing each other up. Argentina, good tackle.
Tabasi, Porro, Ramal. Rodri, taken on the turn by Biner, laid back by Oyarzabal. Sifted on by Olmo, delivered by Cucurella. Switched away by Romero, Cucurella again. It's Dani Olmo, out by Martinez. Spain screen handball, Porro in particular.
Getting back, he was involved in the attack, but made up a lot of ground to get back. Feels for
Cucurella. Spain trying to turn it up a gear, approaching half-time. Alex Biner. Thread it through.
Legendary.
final pass for Spain at the moment, got into in positions. But haven't been able to pick out that killer ball so far.
Porro. Tabasi. Paul, Rodri. Arsenal nicked on to Oyarzabal. The strike was close enough to be convenient for Martinez.
He's been on the edge of things, Oyarzabal. He's there to let fly. He's never going to pass it off.
फेरि हाँसेर जान्छु
Turn the screw last few minutes, though. Stepping it up, trying to move the ball quicker.
Stood back on side.
अर्जेन्टिनाले एकवटा खाँदैन हेर्नु
3-2 हाल्नुहुन्थ्यो
हान्छ 3-2 स्पेनसँग 3-2 अहिलेसम्म टुर्नामेन्ट भएर एक गोल भन्दा
To
खाएन
this point, no Spaniard has ever scored more than 5 in a World Cup finals. But Chigueno and Villa
स्पेनले बलै दिन कसरी हान्छ गोल भन्नु
matched that total. Aimed up at Baina. Really well read by Montiel. Fernandes to Paul. Messi has been hiding out wide.
डर लाग्छ रे
किन
बोला नि एकचोटि बोले
Romero.
त्यो भएर म त हेर्छु होइन कि बोला हेर्नु न त अन्त रे
To Paul. Messi. Alvarez.
डरेला
To Paul.
के गर्छ डिपल
In goes Martinez, out comes Oyarzabal. Martinez left to the foot, and the card is out for the first time.
Oyarzabal did a brilliant job of keeping hold of that ball under pressure. Really did. Strong play after. Really nice first touch.
Martinez booked to both the semi-final and the final, but that in itself is of any particular relevance. Except that now he needs to be wary for what remains. Ruiz. Rodri to Correa. Laporte. To Correa. Rodri. Kubasi, that's a decent ball. Oyarzabal, that's nice too. Porro has lifted it in.
Yeah, another example of that final pass not being quite on the money. Some nice football played in the lead up to it. He's getting forward an awful lot in this tournament. Pedro Porro really enjoying himself.
Martinez. McAllister has given it to Lamal, and you don't want to do that. Ruiz. Lamal.
बलै देखाइन कतबाट हान्नु
Correa. Kubasi.
अर्जेन्टिना कति बेला राम्रो हुन्छ थाहा
Ruiz.
होइन
Correa. Tracked it right across the face.
यसको खुट्टा हाँस्दैन बरु यार
He's asking a lot.
हो कि बार्सको नि होइन यो
Drag it so much and him coming forward can get the foot on it. But
Kuria, cucumber salad.
very busy in this first half. Cucurella, a lot of has come down his side.
कति अटेका नि
He was a winner on this ground
झ्याम्पे
this
साला
time last year in the Club World Cup final with Chelsea. In the aftermath of his strike, there is evidently a problem here for Argentina at centre-half. Lisandro Martinez is indicating he has to come off here. And that, for a player who has played from the start in every game, bar the dead rubber third game of the group stage, that is a Really unfortunate turn of events for Lionel Scaloni.
गयो लिसान्द्रो
And the veteran Nicholas Otamendi is going to replace him.
Well, you're not ideal for Scaloni. We saw France suffer, didn't we, with
डिफेन्डर हटे लौतारो लिएर आउँछ
good understanding with Romero Martinez. Otamendi though, got loads of experience.
It's a terribly sad moment for him personally. Nicholas Otamendi was one of those who played every minute of the last World Cup for Argentina. He certainly knows his way around a game like this. 38 years old now. He's straight into it. Pass away. Oyarzabal. Well, had no way through. Gonzalez pushed the ground.
हेलो ओइ
So Wembanyama of the San Antonio Spurs, who will beat the course way back at the start of the World Cup by the New York Knicks for the NBA title.
बाटो डुल्दै आउने थियो
And we head into 4 added minutes. And Alvarez is on his way here, and again, Unai Simon has read it immaculately.
It's a great effort for Martinez in the Argentina goal to pick out his man. Alvarez though needed to take a touch on the volley really to slow that ball down.
Nice feed from Gonzalez. Nice defense with Olmo. Tackled on his way back by Porro.
A slightly different role for Gonzalez to the one we were expecting. Pushing high on that left-hand side.
Correa looking to connect as he has so often over the course of the competition with Bayern.
अर्जेन्टिनाको प्लेयरहरूले त बलै पाएन है
Laporte was dicing with trouble. Always poor Lisandro Martinez, whose World Cup final has come to a premature end. Becomes a problem for Manchester United in the weeks upcoming. Otamendi becomes the second oldest outfield player in a World Cup final, behind only his captain today. Olmo. Luis. Correa. Minor. Oyarzabal. It's Messi's tackle.
Trying to get involved, get a touch of the ball, Messi.
गोल्डन बुट त त्यसले पाउँला जस्तो के गर्नु नि
Took a count from Oyarzabal there.
22 गोल भइसक्यो के हो त्यसको उसको धेरै गोल त्यसकै हो
Apart from everything else, he must have the blackest and bluest shins in world
गोल्डन
football.
बल चाहिँ बेस्ट प्लेयर अफ द टुर्नामेन्टले पाउँछ गोल्डन बुट चाहिँ के अरे टप स्कोररले पाउँछ
हाम्रो लियोनल मेसीसँग 21 हो के जम्मा
ओभरअल नगर्नु यो टुर्नामेन्टमा 8-10 भयो
Bit of time on the ball. Been able to find the
हार्दिक हान्नुपर्छ
attacking
आज
rhythm at all.
मेसीले जित्नु
Porro. Lamal.
स्पेनको पोस्टमा एकचोटि हान्न पाएन
त हाम्रो प्लेयरै होइन
मेसीले प्रेस हान्न हेर्नु अब ड्याङ प्रेस हान्न जानुपर्ने
उनीहरू कस्तो झम्बिन आउँछ के हो रे उनीहरू हाउसमा जान्छ उनीहरू यस्तै हो कि यस्तै हो क्या
बल अरू एकछिन
अब उनीहरू यस्तो खोज्न आउँछ
यिनीहरू खोज्नु जान्दा है
Half time, and it is rank in the blistering sunshine of New Jersey. 2026 World Cup final still to have its takeoff moment. Messi largely deprived of the ball. Yamal has glittered on occasion. By the goalkeeper, overly exercised by what we have seen so far. Very tactical, very neutrally wary as well. Between two coaches, mutually respectful of each other's sides.
झुन्डा नि झुन्डा न त त्यही
And it remains
कुर्सीतिर
Spain 0, Argentina 0.
छिटो जा हो कि टाइम सटाउनु यहाँ 4-5 जनाको सो छ नाटक गर्दैछ उठ्यो